Hello, my name is Eileen Moynihan and I'm chairperson of the Longford Writers Group. I self-publish 6 children's books and a collection of poetry for adults. This is a short story called Life Change. They wanted to downsize, but didn't know to where. Bill and Tess wanted to change. They felt their lives had got stale and they wanted some new challenges to get them excited and feeling alive again. They had both taken early retirement and their 4 children were living their own lives. "I'm fed up cutting the grass. It takes forever," Bill had moaned. "I'm sick of cleaning all the rooms," Tess had replied. They had looked at each other and said, "Let's downsize." "I think we agree on that," Bill had laughed. So they had put the house up for sale. Once the house had been sold, they had to think about where to move to. "I want to live somewhere warm, beside the sea, somewhere like Portugal or Spain," Tess said with a dreamy look in her eyes. "Be realistic. There's a recession on. There has been a lot of people caught with buildings that were jerry-built or without planning permission," Bill interjected. "We can't afford to live by the sea. It always costs more near the coast." Tess sighed. "So where do you suggest?" "Well, near the country, but also near a town, and not too far from a city. At our age, we need to be near hospitals and essential services." "You're so sensible." "But you're probably right. But I don't want to be too sensible. With some good years left in us before we get decrepit." So they looked online and in newspaper ads, but neither could agree on what type of house or which area they would buy, and then fate took a hand. Tess had a great aunt and uncle, brother and sister, who lived together in the same house, but had divided the house in 2, with an inner connecting door but separate entrances. Unfortunately, they died within a few weeks of each other, but fortunately for Tess, the whole house had been left to Tess. The front of the house was on a quiet street of a small rural town in the Midlands, near a bus stop and not too far from the railway station. The back of the house had a small garden that ran down to a slow-moving river that was sparkling clean. Tess persuaded Bill to take a look. Bill moaned that the river would draw rats, and Tess didn't want to look out onto a road, so they decided to keep the 2 different living spaces and use the money from the sale of the house to do up each space the way each person wanted. Both were happy with the arrangement and could meet through the connecting door when the fancy took them. Tess swam in the river in the summer and fancied she was abroad, and Bill felt secure in the knowledge that he had access to doctors in case of an emergency. The children complained that there was no room and they had to pay to stay somewhere else. Tess and Bill just smiled to each other. Thank you.